In case you missed part 1 of this episode.
You see, he's had a taste of ice cream. And usually when you have a nice flavor that you like, it stays with you for a while. You feel me?
In today's show, we continue to dig deeper on how to spice your relationship with the amazing guests Maurice Maveka and Lydia Wanjiru.
Now makes me the natural guy.
But do you realize that also there's some women who just want to have sex?
Like one of my boobs is not as big as the other one. And I'm thinking, at what point did we start doing engineering with your boobs? Me, I want to suck them.
Welcome to episode 10 of Pulse Love, X and Lies. Can we talk about spicing it up, by the way?
Yes.
Because when I think about spicing it up, I think red lingerie. I think about trying new styles with you. I think about what? I think about introducing another woman into the picture. That's what I think about.
You see, okay. All the things you've said, they're great. But the problem is this. Let's assume it's me and you.
Okay.
Things are not as great. Yeah. So now the spicing in comes through. You buy lingerie, and nice lingerie makes you look amazing.
Makes me feel amazing.
I'm just in the house. This is the Friday you told me, babe, don't go out with your friends, chill. So I'm like, okay, cool, let me chill. And maybe I was watching TV, I was watching rugby or whatever, because I like rugby. And then you're coming, you from upstairs, come downstairs and you're in this lingerie.
Yeah.
And you're there dancing for me. You're now trying to trigger me.
I'm enticing, yeah.
Yes, but I as your man, I'm looking at you like, okay, why are you naked in the middle of the sitting room? Like, what time is this? Hey, babe, it's 4 p.m. What's happened?
Now,
yes, now, my point is this.
What's your point?
This tells me that whatever you're trying to showcase, you and I haven't done it for a very long time. I stopped looking at you that way.
Oh my God. Okay.
I stopped looking at you that way. The same way today, it's not just a man thing. I meet women who tell me, Madeka, some of the things you talk about guys being a certain way, my man will never be my Masimba. My man is my husband, father of my children, but even if he was to come with a nice trunk and stuff like that, yeah, he's the father of my kids.
Because you stopped looking at him like that.
She switched up from, I like to look at that man's body when he's naked. Other women, if they were to see your husband, they'd be like, God, and he's well hung, you're such a lucky woman. But she stopped, she switched off. She cannot see that sexualness that everybody else does. Now that is the difficulty of spicing up. So it's not as easy as, even you can tell me, let's assume I love threesomes. You just said you want to invite another woman.
Yeah.
As long as it's you inviting a woman, I'll say no. Why? Because I stopped looking at you that way. You and I cannot be in a threesome because you are Mama Watoto.
Oh, when Mama?
Yes, when Mama. What would my mother think if I was having a threesome? Now imagine my mother is in my mind when I'm thinking of you naked. You see how terrible things are?
Yeah.
Whereas before, I never used to think like that.
For sure.
So once you cross that line is where the problems come.
Okay, we can't go back?
No, we can, but you see, I'm talking about this the way I am because I have had hundreds of couples come to me to try and go back, and I can tell you this, confidently, I'll even look at the camera.
Please.
Only about 30 to 40% of humans go back. Why? Because the larger scope, one person checked out a long time ago. It's you saying to me, Madeka, I love you, but you and I are never going to do kinky. It's not how I viewed you. I've been with you for too long.
You can't break that.
We've been together for 18 years. The past 5 years maybe. But right now where I am, no. Do I look at the TV and see men who are your age and find them sexy? But
yes.
It's them. I have no relation with them, but you I can never. It's very hard to change somebody's psyche.
Then what happens? You continue living in that.
Mnabaki tu mama
Yes,
nani
you
na
stay
baba
that way.
nani. So what you're
Therapy
saying is
about determining
therapy.
whether the future is bleak or not. It is not super glue. That's false. You can never force two people to be together the way you think they should be.
So that's where therapy comes in.
That's even a sense of narcissism. Your job is to profile where they've come from, where they are, and what's changed. you're profiling the psychologies in the relationship. You're not profiling the marriage. And sometimes the psychologies are so far, they can't come back. They just can't.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
Some hard truth.
Oof. Okay, now I didn't know that. I didn't understand that. Now that I have understood that.
Yes.
What I would recommend then is, as a couple, there should always be like a checkpoint where it's like, okay, where are we at? I
recommend every 3 to 5 years.
3 to 5
review your relationship.
No, 6 months. Every 6 months.
Even better.
Yeah, because
But I'm just saying I agree with
3 years is 2 kids, man.
No, but what I'm saying is humans evolve very fast, especially in today's world. What I thought my interests will always be when I was in my 20s, today are so different. So different. Do you know what I'm saying? The way I want things, the conversations I want to have, the friends I want to have, how they should look like, how they think, all those things have changed.
Okay.
And today we are getting into relationships, but the world is offering you so much. Can we tap into that? Because there's something she mentioned. She said that she would like to invite another woman.
Hey, you Mishika.
No.
Yeah, why not?
With a man that you love.
You're supposed to do it with men you don't love. That's why we don't like to be loved.
No, like a man that you're...
Because those guys want to be in the threesome. If that's what you've just told men, you've listened. What you've told men is, as long as you love us, we're not. Then I'm going to make sure if I had a threesome with you, I'm not going to be your man. That's what you've told men. I'm not saying you said something wrong.
Let's retrace ourselves. Okay, Lydia,
a man that I'm planning future with.
You can't have a threesome with.
I can't even have a threesome with a man that I'm not planning my future with.
Yeah, you can't have threesome, period.
Yeah.
Why, Lydia, why?
The earth.
Yes, it's not help the earth at all. You see, I wish there was a dynamic where you could have a threesome. You'll never have a threesome, correct? So you're not in the equation. Why are you in the equation?
So
because it's like
you're talking about maths that you'll never apply.
When you're talking about spicing relationships, spicing intimacy in a relationship.
Yes. A threesome is a spice.
Yeah. It is a spice.
It's a spice.
But I have... These are my conditions. These are my conditions, Lydia.
What kind of spice is that?
Lydia, these are my conditions.
That we are going to now... This is going to be a culture. We will be having once in a while now...
Wait, Doris, before you say it, let me give you my conditions.
Having a threesome to spice up our intimacy.
Let me give you my conditions,
Lydia. We are accepting
Lydia.
the thing in our relationship.
Lydia.
When you say our, Kwani, I'm in your relationship.
Lydia,
no, I'm talking about me
you and your
man.
Yeah, but you and your man, as long as you subscribe to monogamy, then you're fine. But don't kill it for everybody else.
These are my conditions, Lydia, right? So me and Maurice, we're in a relationship, but I would like a threesome, right? So I will look for somebody I know about. These are my conditions. I don't know about the women you've been with.
Unless we go down to Turkana.
I will look for somebody who
Okay, Turkana is up, but I get your point. Yeah. The map is facing the other way.
I will look at someone who I know is my friend, someone who you don't know, you've never even met this person, and you will never see them again, right?
Men!
And Checky, it's my conditions.
You see, now we don't like that as men. You see the way you've said men.
Because you will always go back.
That's why we misbehave.
If you get a vagina that now you have said it has aged nicely from the age of 35 years, and it is the one we are using to spice up our intimacy, Maurice will go and look for that vagina over and over again. That's the problem.
Can I correct you there? Can I correct you there?
No.
Okay.
Can I correct you there?
Yeah.
Your issue is some of you are married or dating men who see vagina by chance, by luck.
Why?
Some of us will have a threesome when we want to. But then let me just say, I live in a world where I have a threesome when I want to. So for me, even if I went without a threesome for 3 years, I'm easy. You're talking about the guy, when he sees a vagina, it's by luck.
And it's only yours.
He feels like kneeling and praying that, oh my God, I can't believe this happened to me. That's not the caliber of men that I know. Do you know what I'm saying? For us, threesomes happened the way she described it. We'll agree. The only thing that I'm against her is I need to meet her to see if I click. I just don't want to have a threesome just because she's a female.
Why are you meeting her?
Why are you choosing vagina?
We're going to meet
I've
her.
met her.
Sorry?
I've met her.
Yeah, but now,
nimefanya checks and balances. Niko na huyu nikikuletea.
No, what is the emotional part of it?
The morning ataenda.
You want her vagina to spice up your thing.
Okay, you and your emotion and your vagina is not having an orgasm. You're too fixated on the word emotion. you should care more about your vagina.
But now you want to know if you can click
You're
with
behaving
the,
like an
the
English
third
teacher.
party.
Just
That's why we
concentrating on
disagree.
words. You see what I'm
That's why
saying?
we disagree that, you know, he has to meet her. That's why
No,
we
no, I'm
disagree.
saying in my reality, I want to meet her because first, I can't talk for all men, but some men who are in this room understand where I'm at right now.
Okay.
I am 48 years old.
Correct.
When I was 25, what you're saying right now, I'll be like, bring whoever, I'm down. Today, I have to know her. Do you know why? She might look very good. You might be right, like this one, if Maurice sees one, he's gonna love her. But the minute she opens her mouth, my entire sexual body just shuts down. So you'll be having a threesome, you and her, and maybe another dude, but I won't be in it. So I need to meet her. When I say we need to meet her, we need to go out for nyama choma with her, whatever, without her knowing what we're planning. Then you and I go home and I'll be able to tell you, and yes, I even talk to her, that one is cool. If you just bring a stranger, there's a chance we're in a nyuki, but there's a who will not wake up.
Okay.
Like I'll have to go to the bathroom and start negotiating with boss. Please, we're in a nyuki.
Okay, so let's move on.
Open
Let's
her
move
mouth.
on.
Do you
Please
think?
pick us another story.
So let's be real. It's good to be real. Okay. My husband and I have been married for 9 years. Due to our hectic schedules and burden of household duties, there was a growing emotion void between us. No, I think we've read this.
Oh, we have?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
this
So
is
sorry.
repeat.
There you go.
Let's do another one. Okay. I have been in a relationship for 3 years, but it feels like 5 years. I don't know why I'm laughing. Okay. My girlfriend is really submissive, and that's the one thing I don't appreciate about her. As a man, I have always been attracted to women who are dominating, especially to the femdom, women who dominate in bed. Okay. I have tried to coach my wife to change her behavior, but it hasn't made any difference, and that's why I have distanced myself from her. What should I do to get over this urge to have a woman dominate me sexually?
You are the person to answer this question.
I feel I might get involved with such a woman in the near future. Please help.
Also, it's submission in bed, not like she's too submissive in the relationship.
Okay, I think I know what this guy is saying. His woman is giving out motherly energy.
Okay.
Hence the submissiveness. She's doing everything that what we've been taught women are supposed to do for us in a traditional sense. So she's probably the woman who, babe, I want to cook for you. When you come home, I want to acknowledge you as the man of the house. And him is thinking, like, why are you mothering me? Do you see what I'm saying? And then in the bedroom, same energy. Take me, conquer me. Whereas him, in the bedroom, he doesn't want the mothering. He wants domination. He wants kneel down and bark. Let me tie you up, babe. Let me spank you, babe. He wants that charge. And he has said he's tried to coach her, which means she's not getting it, which means for her, she's thinking, I can't be that woman you want me to be, because that sounds very hoish.
Yeah.
And I have met women who, what the man wants, in her head, it's hoish. So I don't want to be a hoe because I don't want you to judge me. Yet it's the one thing that the man wants. And she won't nudge.
Yeah.
She just won't nudge.
Can you paint a picture of what dominating in bed looks like from a woman's point of view?
From a woman's point of view.
Like as a woman,
yes.
How do you dominate a man in bed? How does that look like?
Why are you asking, Maurice?
No, she's asking me what I would like to see in a woman. She's not asking me if I'm a woman.
No, I
That
just
would be quite the challenge. What she's asking is, as a man,
yeah, how does that look like?
My perspective of what a woman looks like when she's dominating me.
Exactly.
Well, I can't talk for all men, but dominating is one, you know, like the way you took charge, the way you're like, he would do this. Like, who told you that I'll see you after 6? That's you dominating me. That's you going like, you think you're in control, you're not. Like when we get to Naivasha, you need to undress and kneel or go on the bed, spread your legs. I'm being dominated. That's what I need. That's the energy I need.
Okay, that's
They-
energy. I see.
I don't need her to be alcohol good. I still need her to be female. That's what he's lacking. But you see, I don't know why he's not in that place where where maybe he's not asking himself certain questions. Was my wife ever influenced by this kind of character? You see, he may have known it from somewhere, whereas for her, from when she was a young girl, she was only taught that one day you'll have a boyfriend who will be your husband, and your job is to make sure
He leads.
that he
comfortable.
leads and he's the man. So you kwampole. So she would not know this kinkiness. Yes, I'm sure he's trying to teach her. But what's happening is she's resisting because she doesn't know anything else. Yeah, I can't do that. And the thing is, I have met that woman so many times. And she'd be like, Maveka, my husband tells me to do certain things. And I'm like, I won't do that. In my head, I'm not telling him straight, but in my head, I'm like, I can't do that because that means I'm going to be his. I want him to wake up tomorrow and still respect me as his wife.
So there's no open-mindedness.
Yes.
Your mind has been convinced.
It doesn't
That's
mean
all
she's
you
wrong. It just means
Yeah.
she's not, you know, she's not
Right. So let's cover as many
used to
stories
that
as we
kind of
can
energy.
with the time that we have. I think this is the last one. Okay.
I don't feel good about my body during sex. How can I be less self-conscious and just enjoy it more?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, this is a bad thing. Oh my
bad.
God, this was once me.
That stems from confidence, self-esteem.
Self-esteem.
What you've been telling your body in the mirror.
Yeah, and also what different platforms of media depict a woman should look like.
Okay.
She might be the ones who are affected more than others. And I mean, it's a male and female thing where people at some point in their life feel, I wish I looked a certain way, or I would,
It's like the way some men wish they had larger penis.
There you go. There
than-
you go.
than
I'm so
others.
glad. I'm so proud of you. You actually said that. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. You can be
I've
liberal.
graduated.
You've graduated. Oh, fantastic. Hey,
Makofi,
well done. Yeah. There you go.
But it's true. I have met so many men who are penis conscious.
Yes, there you go. Wow. This is a new you. Wow. I'm so happy to be next to you. Who are you? Oh my God, this is amazing. So you've met men who had an issue with their penis size.
Yeah, the size.
Yes.
But now it comes from the sites. They have depicted it should be this long.
No,
to
it's,
have- it
no,
should
no.
have a
Actually,
corner.
it's not sites. Yeah, you're assuming men are on site. They're not sites. They live in Kenya,
Okay.
where they're hearing stories.
From the
Oh,
Maasai
that
land
guy.
to Sealand.
He was now you see now you've gone tribal, but
Now it's
I love the way you've gone tribal. Yes, well, that those. But I've with my own research, I've found out that a lot of stereotypes are just that, and they're fake.
But it's true, lawyers have like a large endowment.
people say Maasai have the ones I've met.
Me, I'd say Kikuyus
What's the
are
rest
like
of the thing?
kidogo, I'd give them like a 2.
Listen.
Then lawyers, I'd give them like a
Listen.
strong
They're
7.
profiling.
Listen.
We are.
Yes,
I
no.
apologize.
There's nothing wrong with profiling, and that's why I said the stereotypes. But to be honest, it's down to every tribe has a guy who's well endowed.
Okay.
Every
okay.
tribe has a guy who has a small penis. That's just a fact.
It is not the same.
But most of our stereotypes are fake. They're not real. And those put pressures on people.
But does the size of the penis matter, or the girth? The
Girth-
length of the girth?
Okay, girth matters. Girth does matter.
I've always preached girth
Yes.
matters.
No, girth matters because there's a science to sex.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes, I mean, if you try and knock yourself with a standard pen, I don't see that working too well. Yet it's a long pen. It has no girth. But if you use something with girth, what does it do? It spreads your vagina rim. The upper part of your vagina rim has tissue that's called the G-spot. It has to be rubbed against, correct? There's a rubbing effect. We all agree that.
Yes. Yeah.
Hence the science.
Yes.
So if you have girth that does not rub against it, how does it rub?
Wait, but
It
there's
won't.
too much gas.
Sorry? No. We're not. Let's not now emphasize.
Okay,
you
sawa.
see, it's because
We
if we
have
go
two
too much
options.
girth, there's also too little penis.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have a penis that looks like a nut,
Or a shrimp.
there's only so much we can defend. Or a shrimp. You're the first person to ever call a penis a shrimp. Well done. You're changing just by the minute. Who's recording this? This is amazing. My God. Penis, shrimp. We're going to be pals. We're going to be pals. Kuba, you can be.
Okay.
We're bringing out the liberal.
Okay,
energy.
but we were talking about the
I'm a good
woman's
student.
confidence, guys.
Yes. So the woman's confidence. If she has not had any complaints, then she needs to see someone who can talk her through why she should feel a certain way.
Okay.
I'm saying this because even when it comes to consult, I've consulted with women who had this issue, and after a few sessions, she's able to see the sexy side of her.
It's like those women who prefer sex when lights are on and other sex, they can't have sex unless the lights are off.
With sex, there should always be some light.
Some. Ai, si tuzime stima kwani tunaona.
Why are we switching off the lights?
Atuzime stima lead.
No.
How will I look at your facial expressions?
Now, all this time, you were here.
Now, we have interchanged.
Now,
Mbona si tuzime
See,
stima?
I'm graduating.
You know, let
She's
me
dropping
can I
out.
explain why I think
I'm
we should
graduating, she's dropping out.
Can I explain
See?
why I think the lights should be off?
Why?
It's just to relieve
Because
all
we
that
can't-
self-consciousness.
Maybe.
because we
and-
can't pay for power. Like, what the hell?
That is where self-confidence comes in.
No,
Okay.
self-consciousness sasa
Listen.
sima zikizimwa,
Okay.
self-consciousness
Okay.
inaenda.
Maybe there are guys who don't like lights, yeah? And maybe they lived with candles. I don't know. But the thing is this. I like to see what I'm working
eating.
with. When you're squirting in my mouth, I want to see that squirt going
Okay.
in my mouth.
Okay.
Now we're in the darkness. At some point, I might not know where you've gone. I might be at the edge of the bed and I don't know. Kidogo, you've had gukum.
But there's some light. There's some light. It doesn't mean that it's pitch
there can be
dark.
some light, but guess what? There's some people who are usually in the dark, so you just hope for the best. A guy could even come and strangle you guys, and no one knows who's strangling who.
Okay.
Once there were two, now there's three. Now it becomes another threesome of strangling.
Right.
It's good to have some light.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need to see the silhouette of your body. You know what I'm saying? Also, and in today's world, I need to understand that I'm safe.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? You could be hot now and then a serial killer at night. So I need
but
to
you just
know
want to
before
see.
you stab me that you're holding something that
I
was
want
not
to
part
see
of.
if the man is in rhythm or...
There you go. You see, where have you come from? Who are you? I love this woman.
Okay, so this
This is
woman
great.
Let them
is
judge
self-conscious.
you until they
Let
know
me ask
you.
you a question, Lydia, and allow me to be personal a bit, yeah? Have you ever been in a position where you were having sex, but you're like, maybe my thighs are not, maybe my teeth are not, maybe my stomach is not, right? So I feel like it's not just her, it's a lot of many
Women.
other women who
Let me
feel
answer
that
for
way.
women. It comes from a point of the tummy is big, you don't have the enough butt size. Maybe the way Maury said there are, not Maury said, there are men that prefers us, there are men that prefers boobs. So if you feel like your boobs are not enough for the man you
Kwa nini
have.
sasa unani describe sasa? Okay, continue as you were saying.
So if I am self-conscious, like, are my boobs enough for this
But
guy?
yours are suckable anyway, so yeah. Continue.
So if I understand my man loves boobs, he's a boob guy, and maybe I'm not sure if I have the right size of boobs, the right shape, nini. That's why now the self-consciousness comes in. And I was self-conscious kitambo sana, these years and years ago, like 6 years ago, because I was dating an ass guy. And you know me, I am Kikuyu.
Yeah.
The shape has not shaped.
Girl,
The
I'm
things
also
have
Kikuyu, but
not shaped. And
yeah.
it is okay, just the way Maurice has said,
Yeah.
it is not about a certain tribe has this size of things and this one doesn't.
Yeah.
It is balanced.
Yeah, but
Some have,
even
some
here,
don't.
it also shows.
But so this ass guy, I felt like I was not his type because I don't have that ass that he would consider. I love Lydia. She has everything that I like.
Yeah.
So you're really conscious. You're like, can we dim the lights?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just come in the bed with the towel, and then when I'm inside the sheets now, I'll slip away the towel. Yeah, but then you realize it's because you are not
compatible
physically.
Yeah.
So,
I have something to add before you continue.
Okay.
With my experience when it comes to self-consciousness, when it comes to sex, there was a time where immediately after I gave birth, I felt I felt
stretch marks, the
stretch marks, katami kale kana katanga kuenda kabisa, lazima uifunge mashuka nini. I felt ugly when I looked in the mirror. I couldn't recognize myself. I was like, sorry, producer, who is this girl? You know, this one is a new person. And before I could accept myself, it took a while. I had to go to the gym. I had to go to some dance classes with Ayoma. Shout out to Ayoma, who gave me back my confidence. And it took me some time before, I accepted myself. So that now when I went to, be with a man, it felt, I could do this.
Because of those ass guys,
I could be loved.
Let's do doggy. They're turning you, and you're like, oh my god, with these chicks, like, they can't move. And we're like, no, I don't like doggy. I feel pain. Now you have to get excuses. Why
he feels pain.
You are lying because there is no ass he's going to see. So we better just maintain the mission impossible.
Okay, but men are not gonna like me for saying this, but it's just truth. To be honest, as much as we have preferences, sometimes those preferences go out the window. I'll tell you why.
What happens?
Let's assume that she is my body preference. We're sat here, no cameras. We're having a drink. We're chatting. I'm with two women. Maybe there's a few other guys. And I'm chatting with her, I'm chatting with you. When I'm chatting with her, everything we're talking about, even though we're in a setting where we're supposed to be having fun, we're not jamming. Like, at some point, she's even talking about, I don't know, Ukraine. Did you hear people died? Like, I'm trying to get drunk. You, on the other hand, who allegedly you're not my preference.
Physically.
You're looking at me and going like, Maurice, today I'm going to cooler you. Huh? The ice cream I'm not going to apply on your dick. So, at some point, you'll notice.
You'll shift.
So, what were you saying about ice cream? Because Ukraine over here is killing me. You know what I'm saying? So suddenly now you are going to be my perfect match. We might even get to the point where we get intimate and I'm thinking like, I clearly do not know what I want in life because our sex was just amazing. So sometimes preference is what psychologically we look at as perfection. But perfection can be spoiled when Madame Holocaust over here starts talking about things that are putting me off when we're supposed to be having a great time. So it can change. And even men have those. We need to be, and guess what? Whenever we're in certain surroundings where we can be flexible, then what is presented is what we suddenly like. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think everyone has a sexiness, and maybe I'm talking like this because I'm a bit older now, but what's sexy about a woman today is not your body shape, but how you make me feel about your body shape.
Okay.
Like if you tell me, Maurice, my boobs are a bit saggy, but guess what? When you suck them, you're gonna love them. They're probably gonna be the best nipples you've ever sucked. Hey, see, why are we still here? See, we go suck
already
nipples.
Your mind is
like, wow, like, and then her, yes, she's smaller than you, but she keeps telling me, imagine when I wake up in the morning and I look at the mirror, I just see less beauty. Like one of my boobs is not as big as the other one. And I'm thinking, at what point did we start doing engineering with your boobs? Me, I want to suck them.
Okay. You don't care whether they're the same size.
So what I'm saying is your confidence towards yourself is what makes you sexy, not your body size.
I see. I think
for most of us, men don't look at cellulite. I've never had a guy say, hey dude, I was with this chick, the cellulite, it was from her neck to anything. I've never had that. Men only talk about the chick I'm dating. She's so insecure about her body that I am now pulling away. Not about her body, but her insecurity towards herself. We only go with the energy you give us.
True. Yeah. True.
If you tell me you're hot, we're going to do hot. But if you tell me you find yourself ugly, now I'm going to find it very hard to find you not ugly.
Yeah, true.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay. So I think we've done that one. We can do the next one. This one is very short. My partner wants to have sex way more often than I do. How can we work this out?
Can I have her partner? Okay.
Allah.
Lydia.
Hey, who is this woman? Who is this woman?
Okay.
I wish we were told whether there is a man who has submitted that or is a woman.
It is.
What does it look like?
Because something has come to
My
know.
partner wants to have sex way more often than I do. How can we work this out?
I get that from
Very
both, so
ambiguous.
you can really not tell.
Yeah.
Okay, the truth is, the basic truth is, there'll always be one partner who wants it more. Always. We'll never have 50-50.
Okay.
One partner will always want sex more than the other.
But there is more like 80-20%.
In what sense?
This was a way more, so
Yes,
it's like 80-20.
yeah. No, but
there's 60-40.
No, but to be honest, it's just people don't share it as often. There's more 80-20 than we care to.
Exactly.
Yes,
Okay.
but you see, that, for example, if let's assume it's a woman who has written that. Basically what she's saying is, if I was getting something out of it as much as he does, I'd want it more. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay, makes sense.
Because he wants to have sex in the morning, lunchtime, and at night. And none of those sessions every day do I have an orgasm. So, Madheka, why am I spreading my legs?
And then you waste your
So
time.
it becomes too much.
Yeah. Why? And I agree with her. Why would you do it?
Okay, let's flip it. If it
Yes.
was a man
Yeah.
who's complaining that she
Yes.
is having...
Men.
No, but there are men who complain. She is right. There are men who complain that the woman wants too much sex.
Oh yeah.
And all that guy is saying is,
I
he
cannot satisfy.
it's not really about satisfaction. It's about that he can't get it up as often as she would like.
That's sad.
There's a scenario where she can actually say the reason why I want it so much, first and foremost, is because when we do have sex, I enjoy it. Like, this guy knows how to make me come. But the problem is, I want it so much, I don't give him that period of time to rest and recharge.
But who told men we can only have penetrative sex?
That's not the point. That's what she wants. This is now about her. She wants penetrative sex.
Yeah.
Okay.
She already knows that he doesn't need his penis to satisfy her, but she wants the penis involved.
Okay.
Otherwise, this would not be a concern.
Yeah.
So you do have that. Yes, but then there's also the guy who clearly he can't make it. Why? Because he's got his diet all wrong. He doesn't take zinc supplements. And you see, whenever you ejaculate, you need to take supplements to replenish. Most of our foods can't replenish semen production. And if it does, it takes too long. But if you took the right foods, the right supplements, then you'd be able to boost up within half an hour or so.
All right, guys, as you're watching this show, be sure to like, comment, because Morris is dropping a lot of gems, things I also didn't know. Content creator here is over there, anatuchangia, anasema zi, haifai kuwa hivyo. Be sure to write down in the comment section what your thoughts are. If you're not agreeing with Morris, if you're not agreeing with me, you can write it down. He doesn't. And
I really don't.
Don't forget to subscribe to Pulse Live Kenya YouTube page. We always have these episodes for you guys. And my makeup was done by Anne the Bush Taylor. You can find her on Instagram at the Bush Taylor, and you can check her page out. You can get a look like this. Sindio Amaje, Lydia.
You look amazing. You look PM. You look eatable.
Thank you so much.
Hey.
Wow.
So
This woman is changing for the minute. Amazing.
So where were we, guys? We were talking about
Before we continue,
we were talking about
I just
having
want to
more
ask
sex.
this on camera before we continue, because I can't be the only one who has been wrong my entire life. I've been lied to. I need my school fees back. So before we started rolling, Maurice, I've asked him, why is it men always have an erection in the morning? And apparently it's not an erection.
And Maurice, who happens to have a penis.
Why do you have erection in the morning?
Because at that point, my penis is telling me that I need to go and pee.
Hey.
That is very different from a guy who likes to have sex in the morning. So he has tuned his mind to, in the morning, the minute I wake up, he even sleeps knowing at around 4, if I wake up, I'm just going to touch it in a certain way and have an erection. Very different.
So everything that we've
So it's
known
not a
has been
natural
lies.
erection.
No, it's not an erection to have sex.
It's an erection to go pee.
That would then mean that we were pre-designed to have procreational sex with women in the morning.
Okay.
Because conception in the morning is better.
Okay.
Let's not make up science. Let's give facts.
Mwalimu wa biology. You lie.
All right, so let's continue. We have 3 more stories to tackle.
Okay, all right. I have been dating this guy for 3 years now, and it has come to a point where whenever he touches me or kisses me, I don't feel a thing. Before I share this hurtful truth with him, what do you think I should do to get myself to that girl who used to be excited whenever he's around? Oh my God, sexual chemistry? Is it? I would say it's sexual chemistry, because if your man or if your partner, a man or a woman touches you and you feel nothing, because a kiss.
Okay. The truth is, and I'm going to bust a lot of people's bubbles, things wither away. What I like today, I'm not probably going to like it 2 years from now.
Okay.
The kiss we used to have, which for me used to be, wow, that is such a passionate kiss. There's a kiss I'll start having with you, and there's no passion.
But 3 years.
No, my point is this. You're romanticizing the period. You're forgetting that we're talking about 2 human beings, that taste buds change. Stop romanticizing the period.
Okay.
It's not the 3 years that are in a relationship. It's 2 humans. We are allowed to not want somebody after 3 years.
But she's concerned.
Yes, she's concerned because she's in the conveyor belt of, I'm doing some other human wrong. Yet it is natural not to want something anymore. We have to live in a world where you're not a bad person because you suddenly did not love Maurice. You loved me for the time,
and now
you want something else.
Yeah.
We're allowed to live that life. That is real life. Because what happens is, can you imagine, you get to a point where you feel so bad to hurt me, yet you're hurting and you kill yourself. And that has happened to people.
Yeah.
So we need to live in a world where, I understand exactly what she's saying.
But then what will happen? Can't you just like...
Okay, the thing
work
is,
on it?
we can't live in a world where we're thinking, but after 3 years, you're supposed to have another 30 years and another 90 years. That's not how humans live.
Yeah.
What she's telling is, she's telling the story of our life, which is, at some point, I don't like this chocolate. I find it too sweet.
And you used to love it.
Yes, and I used to love chocolate.
Yeah.
It's like the guy who used to take 3 spoons of sugar. Now I don't take sugar. I don't like sugar. Matter of fact, sugar gives me pimples. Yet I was the sugar guy.
Correct.
That's what she's saying. If we romanticize it, now we're going to start, oh, but they're supposed to be together for another 30 years.
Yeah.
Now we're supposed to help her by saying there's nothing wrong with feeling that way. Have you had that conversation with your partner?
It's not you.
How
it's
are you
me.
going to tell someone when...
It is better than living a lie.
Yeah.
You realize that she's the one hurting. So if she continues with the relationship as it is, he's the only one enjoying.
True.
He's the only one going like, but we're good.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish someone told me that. In that way, then I wouldn't be in a longer relationship with someone I was supposed to be with 1 year. Nilikuwa naye miaka 4. Unaona? Because nobody told me that you
can only...
It's fine.
You can
don't
change
like
your
me anymore.
mind.
Just move. No, just yeah.
Yeah, but that's because even in our casual relationships, women are judged based on the setting of the picket fence.
What does
If
that
you
mean?
leave me, you failed.
Yeah.
Where?
How could you not keep a man?
Yeah.
You're a failure.
The man should be the one leaving.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or, even when he leaves and comes, you never leave.
Don't make...
So even in our casual relationships, you're judged heavier than me.
I'm so sorry.
Societal expectations
For sure.
and conditioning.
Maurice slept on another woman's house. That's because you don't cook good food for Maurice anymore.
You don't wear the nice shoes.
No,
You don't wear-
to wash your
You
hands.
don't
Nice.
have a
Yes.
nice dress.
But now you sleep at another man's house.
Nivo.
It will be a national debate.
Nivo.
You are disrespecting yourself. You have no dignity.
Utaitwa
You have
na
no
committee.
self-respect. You don't respect your family. Hey!
Huh?
What are your children going to say?
And that's why I always
How are
tell
you
people,
going to embarrass your mother?
do you...
Even me sleeping into
Yes,
another man's house
yes.
is my mother's
And that's why,
business.
do you live your life with like-minded people. If you follow too many societal rules, they'll kill you. And society won't care that you're depressed.
Literally.
For sure. For sure.
100%, I agree with
Okay.
you.
So just do you. It's as simple as that.
Tell her, for her, do you? Okay. the next story.
Okay. I find myself getting crazy jealous when my partner talks to other women, even though I know it's nothing. How do I stop?
That's me.
That's me.
I think it was my submission.
Okay, ladies.
Ladies
I'm like, why are you saying hi to her?
and gentlemen.
Okay, ladies. I'm going to give you a few truths here. In your relationships, you breed liars. You breed liars. Men are not natural liars. But we live in environments where we have to lie.
Apple, cat.
You also
No, we're
lying.
no, I'm not lying.
Eh.
Men are not natural liars. I think before we had this, I was talking with a colleague of yours, and I'll describe what I was saying. It's as simple as this. I've met you, correct? And I've liked you. And you can see there's a way I'm looking at you, and you can read, like, I know this guy likes me. Now, in my head, do you know what's going on? I'm asking myself, how do I tune her? Am I direct by telling her that I find you sexy and I wouldn't mind seeing you naked? Or do I go with, can I have your number? Can we do lunch? We do lunch.
The long way
Then-
and the high way.
And during the lunch, I now seduce your heart, not your vagina. I tell you all the things that you need to hear.
Or you think I need to hear.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, clever. And we do another lunch. Maybe we do a few coffees, and I move away from anything nocturnal because I want this to look like there's nothing sexual, and then I'm giving you my emotional side. You see?
Okay.
Now let's assume that my method works, and 3-4 months from now we announce to Kenya, then you and I have something. Remember what I did to have that? I had to choose between two methods.
For sure.
Do I tell her what Madeka really wants?
Sex.
Or do I
Use the long way.
use the French Maurice to lure you to give me
From her
later?
out down
You
ones.
see? Now, most men
Yeah.
tell me, Madeka, I know what you're saying. The first way is the easiest way and it's genuine. But women don't like genuine. So what we sell them is the long game. The problem with the long game is, a year from now, you might remind me, do you remember when we were at Art Cafe, there's something you said? I'm thinking, oh God. At Art Cafe, I was faking it. I was on my A game. What Art Cafe? If she knew, I was gaining an Oscar at Art Cafe. Yet, if she had just allowed me to be Maurice, who wants to tear her apart, 6 months from now when she asks me, or 2 years from now when she asks me, do you remember when you were sucking my left nipple, what you said? I'll be like, I remember, because I remember exactly what I said, because what I was saying then was genuine.
Okay.
It was what I was feeling. The problem is we're lured to tell women what they want to hear, or what we think they want to hear, which means we're deceptive.
But Maurice, you're not answering the question. You said men are naturally not liars.
They're not.
Why?
We
Because
don't come out of our mother's vaginas. Liar, no. We don't. It's the environment we live in that teaches us how to lie.
Okay. So this lady is
Be
saying,
very honest with me.
Then,
Be very
Maurice,
honest with
let
me.
me just ask you.
If I meet you and I tell you that I would like to take your clothes off, how will you take that?
If I
Well,
don't
just
want,
If I want to do the same,
If I want, I will tell you. Okay,
wait,
I also
wait.
down. I'm down for
I
it.
like the way you started with you don't want. Why do you have to go with that? You were doing so well.
I'm
If
saying
I want to
if
do
I
the
want
same-
to,
Yes.
we will go down that road. If I
Yes,
don't
that's not
want,
what I'm
I'll just tell
asking.
you, oh, no,
How
I'm
will you
not-
take me? It's not about
It doesn't
how will
care
you
how
take
I'm
me?
taking you.
First and foremost, I don't want to force
I will
you
take
to
you
do
as
it.
a pervert.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Now, to avoid being a pervert, which I don't avoid, I'm just who I am. Yes? No, I don't. I'm not going to do the long cut.
So most men go the
When you're
long
going to
cuts.
Mombasa, why are we going to Addis Ababa first? That's what the hell? We're wasting petrol.
Okay.
You say?
Yeah.
Now, and as I explained to your colleague before, I have played second fiddle, third fiddle to a lot of men. And what I'm saying is this. If 2-3 other guys like you, I'll always be the last choice because I'm direct.
Okay.
But one thing I will tell you is this. Because you have chosen number 3, once you're done with number 3, holla. And you will. I'm patient. Doesn't matter whether it takes 3 years, 4 years, you will call me. And then you realize you should have just done me because I was genuine with being me. See, this guy needed to tell you what you want to hear.
Right.
He's taking your mind to a say Zanzibar shopping in
London,
London, but he's never delivered. But guess
we
what?
No,
there's what you tell us, and there's what we know will get us sex. Those are two different things.
I see.
When you tell men be genuine, all men are like, nope, I'm not gonna use that one because I'll go home and masturbate. So to avoid the masturbating, I have to tell you what you want to hear. Or as she said, what I think you want to hear.
Oh shit.
Hence why you end up saying he's such a liar, because out of two avenues, this one is the one you choose.
So you see, at the end of the day, you lied because you knew if you are going to tell me the truth, you just want my vagina, I will decline.
I won't lie to you. When I was in my 20s, especially
we are
my
not talking about
20s.
Morris.
Yes.
We are talking about men, another man that is not Morris.
Yes, but all men there have experienced what I've experienced.
Yeah.
So
he's not a liar. You know he's not a liar. You know why he's not a liar?
I'm not a liar.
He's telling you what you want to know.
I live in an environment where I have to be a liar. You have to mature to understand what I've just said.
Yes,
I'm not a liar, but to get you, see, like for example, right now,
he has to use those methods.
Me that you're very hard to bed. So now I have to change my tactics and not tell you that I want you naked. Okay. Now I have to start buying you flowers, which die after 4 years, 4 days. So I become a flower murderer, but I'm doing it for you. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas there's another woman who's there like, dude, you had me at opening your mouth. Today you are me. I wish a woman would just say that. Because that now makes me the natural guy.
But do you realize that also there are some women who just want to have sex. We don't have the relationship.
True, but you see, I'm saying you're not walking around with signboards that I want to have sex.
For sure.
So we treat most of you the same.
Man, just tell the woman, I want to have sex with you.
Guess what? Even the men in this room will not do that. Most of them will not. I, however, will.
You as Maurice.
Yes, do you know why? Because guess what? I don't mind you saying no.
It doesn't.
Rather than me
wasting you.
Deceiving you. I have two options. I can either be me or I can be deceptive.
Okay.
Deceptive means that I really want your vagina. And like I said, I don't have a vagina by luck. I'll have it when I want. So I'm not going to overwork myself for you. I won't. Whereas most men, because they don't see vagina that often, they'll work hard.
Okay, but we've not tackled the story here.
Yes.
The story here is that this lady is always jealous when her man is talking to other ladies, regardless of whether she knows what's happening or what's not happening.
Okay, first and foremost, you cannot live in a world where we cannot mingle with the opposite sex. I talking to a woman, the problem is we sexualize everything. I find it very offensive as a man, and I think a lot of men out there will agree with me. We're not all about sex. If I'm with you, I'm with you because I want to. If I talk to her, it doesn't mean I'm trying to get her number. I'm just talking to her. You fail to. How come you're not looking at it this way? Let's assume she was a dude.
Yeah.
I could have been with you for 6 years, but I love men more than I love you.
Yeah.
It is happening.
Which is happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
So why is it that we sexualize our friendships? All humans deserve to have the opposite sex as friends. Anyone who says that platonic friendships don't exist is a child and they need to grow up.
Okay.
I mean, it's the way that men have abused those boundaries.
Most
of the time, men abuse those boundaries.
Okay, why are you attacking men? How come men are the ones at fault?
Because they always do it. They're the
We do
majority.
What? Or majority of what?
Men don't have the
Oh, we're not the majority. You're the majority.
Platonic relationships.
Kenya has so much pussy. Ooh, you guys are many.
I'm just saying.
We are so thankful though.
Men
but
don't
you guys are many.
Men don't respect.
Like everywhere we go, you're there. We were just in town walking, minding your own business. Ass, boob, what? If we were just saying dig, we'd move to another country. Here, whoa, women, all shapes, sizes,
I'm just saying, more.
Amazing. Kenya is amazing. Oh, you have no idea.
Okay,
Maurice. Kenya is amazing.
Where's the fire extinguisher for this
Kenya
man?
Is
because
you guys come in all shapes or sizes.
At this point,
Ooh.
let's read the next.
Maurice.
Okay, this next story is about how can I ask for what I want in bed without offending my partner or creating awkward tension.
Okay, first and foremost, if you have to ask for something, it means that you guys have not discovered your language of intimacy. I should know if I've slept with you. No, not just when you want it. If I've slept with you couple of times, I should have figured out the things you like. Because the truth is, you can't do 12 positions just for the sake of we know how to do 12 positions. We're not playing Jenga in bed. We're trying to enjoy sex. Yeah? So you find 1 or 2 positions that I know you love. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? It's like, for example, if you're lying on your back and you spread your legs and my mouth comes to your vagina and I lick it for about an hour, I know at some point you're going to squirt in my mouth. So I keep doing that. Now, if I start sucking your knees, I suck your knees going to add any life. So when it says spice things, I could easily tell you, okay, babe, okay, start sucking my nose. I don't think my nose responds sexually.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No, unless another penis is going to remove from my nose. It's not going to happen. So you find certain things that I know you like. So the fact that you have to ask for it, it means that your sex is very mechanical. It's let's hope for the best. There's a pattern that you and I will design. And we will continue to have that, and it never gets tiring. The way you can say vanilla has always been my flavor. I've tasted all other flavors and I like them, but I always go back to vanilla.
Yeah.
So there's something vanilla-ish about our sex that is amazing.
There's a
Sex
rhythm.
does not become better because now we know 40 positions. Sex becomes better because we have 2, but we do them so well.
Yeah. There's a rhythm we follow.
Yes, so she needs to ask herself, am I really in tune with this guy?
I see.
It's not really about how do I ask. If you're asking, it means, why hasn't he figured you out?
I see.
Again, I think it's all about emotional intimacy before the physical. They don't know the emotional intimacy, the things that just prepares them to the physical.
but even after preparing, she's saying now once we're in it, I'm waiting for him to do what he should know by now that I like, and he's not. Maybe I'm sure she's told him, babe, when we have foreplay, the key things are like, so see you, and then he's there like, yeah, I'll do them. But he's maybe the kind of guy who likes talking big and delivers very little.
Yeah. Well, case in point, when let's say you're in a relationship and he's never gone down on you, how can you ask a man who is your man to go down on you?
Baby, I like...
Take your mouth south and then show him where south looks like.
Okay.
First, I have so many questions about that. Number one is, why is he your babe if why did you not drive test him? Like, why are people becoming babes for us to find out they don't do certain things?
Right.
It's like me complaining that, I'm dating her and I found out she doesn't do blowjobs. Whose fault is that? Mine.
Your fault.
Why is she in my life if most of the things I like sexually, she's against them?
Abstain till marriage.
Margie, please, water.
Okay, I need to drink water.
Yeah, you're keeping it for your husband.
But that's a valid question, though.
What?
The Bible says so.
Damn. Okay. Right. You are doing so well. You're doing so well. Now you're in murky waters.
Not me.
Okay.
Hey, I must test my contestants.
My issue with that is, I like that. My job is not to train you to be different. I'll give you my experiences because I've had an array of clients. I've had clients who waited, abstained, the 2 of them. But now the problem is this. As you're abstaining, you see, like the way you say for your husband, so you find maybe it's the woman who is the virgin. The man abstained because we met. Let's say we've met now. I've had my experiences.
Now you're abstaining from this point.
I know characters like these ones. And then now I meet you, and then you and I do some abstaining business. Now, when we get married, remember, I know characters. You are not my benchmark. So when you're doing things, I'm like, why can't you be her? But you cannot be her because she was once where you are and then she had some training.
Correct.
You're a novice. So now I start complaining. You see, I'm everything to you. I may be in bed, but I'm the best you've ever had.
I don't have comparisons.
There you go. But now, in the Kenya we live in, one of these camera guys here comes and tells you, let me touch you the way I touch these cameras. I'm very good with buttons. And then you listen to the button guy. Then you realize he knows how to press buttons I didn't even know existed. Now what happens? Now you start saying, Come this Madhaka is. This abstaining for him was nonsense.
Okay.
This guy sleeps after 2 minutes. This nigga confuses your vagina. Confuses. When you start speaking in Spanish, yet you never learnt it. Do you see? That's my issue.
Okay.
And that's a reality.
True.
At some point, you're forced to taste something. Because you're like, because I get that question, especially from women who are virgins and only had one. They'll always call me and say, it's not that I want to sleep with somebody else, but I've always wondered, because my girlfriends keep telling me, there's the guys who make you scream. Madhaka, me in my house, I've never even moaned. I don't know, maybe just usually.
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't for her subtle breathing, you'd think she's dead. So she's wondering, how do I scream? And then when she dares to venture, then she finds the scream inducers.
It's over.
It's over between us.
So now the silencer in the house becomes irrelevant.
For sure. Guys, I have to cut you short because that is all the time that we had.
Okay.
I'd like you to tell us where we can find you and your last thoughts on the topic. Let's start with Lydia.
My last thoughts are, let's find a sexual compatible partners. That's why there's dating part of relationships, so that you can really find out whether this is the person I want to share my vagina with for the rest of my life. Unless unless you are like Maurice here, you don't believe in one vagina for a lifetime. Anyway, for me, just interview people, go for auditions, test your contestants, and then
test drive Nini.
If you're an open, because me, I'm an open-minded person. You ask me, you tell me to try. We try this baby in bed. We hang on the chandelier. Even if you just have a bulb, we will work with what we have.
Right.
But then you are like, you go with the other partner who is just there like silence, no screaming, no moaning, and then a few years down the line, you're like, hey, what did I get myself into? Oh, Maurice, my partner cannot do this. I've never squatted. I've never had an orgasm. It's bad. Date people. That's why there's dating. Date people. Find your chemistry guy. And also you can find me on my social media platforms at lydiawanjiru.ke on TikTok and Instagram. And I also have a YouTube channel, Get Naked with Lydia. So kujeni huko, stories meja mob, and I hope tutapatana na Maurice huko.
Sindio?
Definitely. Yes.
Definitely.
Oh, I like that. Get naked. Oh,
Get
I know,
naked with
right?
Lydia.
oh, there's another side of you.
We strip.
Oh, you do, eh?
Come there.
I'm coming.
All right, last but not least, Maurice.
Yes, I don't know about the strip it, but I'm coming.
No, you'll try. You are an open-minded guy.
Oh,
so
very open, very. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yes.
Maurice Madheka, you can find me on Instagram. You can Google me, Maurice Madheka. I'm very approachable. If you want to start a dialogue, just WhatsApp me. I'm also on YouTube, but not that active. But on Instagram, you definitely find me, and on Facebook. What I'm thinking is, as she says, yes, find your compatible, but also ask yourself within. Am I closing my mind? Am I closing who I am because I'm trying to follow a certain societal order that maybe I shouldn't be subscribing to? There are always going to be those who subscribe to her, and there are those who subscribe to how I think. I've met too many people who are in marriage who are in jail because their souls were not supposed to be in the setting. Not with that particular person, but they're just free spirits, so they should not be in marriage. You see what I'm saying? Same way I usually say, it's not a female thing just to pop kids. I think women can do so many things the way men do it.
Apart from which.
Do you see what I'm saying?
True.
So it's important maybe to also enjoy your life, especially if you're younger. Enjoy your life before you start committing to what basically means you wasted your time. And if you have a vagina, please make sure your vagina has an orgasm.
All right, that's such a very good way to end this particular edition of Love, X, and Lies, right? My name is Muthoni Rungo. You can find me on all platforms at Who is Muthoni. Until another time, I think we should have a part 2. I don't know.
We definitely have, we're going to have a part 2, for sure.
Peace.
For sure. And we're going to get naked with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.